What's happening, guys? Number 2 in our working drummer series. Today we're talking about fills. Let's get started. First things first, let me get something out of the way. You don't need to play linear fills. You don't need to play 1 bar fill or 1.5 bar fills. You don't really need to be able to fill over the bar line. You definitely don't need to be able to play quintuplets, septuplets, 30-second notes, maybe at a push. The reality is that what you need to do as a drummer is play a fill for the purpose that it was made. Now I'm going to ask a question. Why do you play a fill? If you don't know why you do it, you can't ever know what to do. So first things first, why do we play a fill? The fill is to transition from one section of a song to the other. It's got a couple of extra benefits as well. If you play a fill and you build it up or you play with energy, you're earmarking to both the audience and the bandmates and that bass player who's lost where he is exactly what's coming up. Something big's gonna happen, so it's not just a shock when you suddenly go into a really loud section. The other thing that it does is that if you hit that crash, in my opinion, it allows to blur the edges a little bit, just in case a guitar player's playing like a high verse part up here and they're down here for the chorus part, and that little travel, maybe that's really quick and you get a little bit of a flub. Obviously a really good guitar player doesn't make it sound like that. Now if you know why you play a fill, you can kind of work out where to play a fill. You need to transition from section 1 to section 2, from A to B. Now the A could be the verse, the B could be the chorus. So gotta think, what's a verse like? Well, a verse is a story. That's where the story gets told. You stay out the way, and at the end you go to the chorus. The chorus is usually bigger, so therefore the verse is usually a little bit smaller, a little bit quieter. Now if you know why and you know where, you can kind of work out what. If you want to build it up, maybe you'll do a longer fill. If you want to break it down, you do a shorter fill, and it starts in a certain place. You've got a certain amount of 16th notes, a certain amount of 8th notes, and you can develop and play really musical fills that work for the song. So what I'd say is to actually go and listen to some pop songs, go and listen to some stuff that you're going to play, go and listen for the fills. Now you might find that there are less fills than you actually think you need to play, and there are definitely no linear fills, no fancy stuff. Usually, especially in that pop stuff, it's play a fill, stay simple, stay out the way, go back in the next section. Hope you guys found this useful. If you did, hit subscribe, give me a like, really helps, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.